Welcome to ClickMyProject.com. Now we're going to discuss about the project practical strategies for extreme missing data imputation in dementia diagnosis. Now we're going to discuss about the abstract of the process. Accurate computational model for clinical decision support systems requires the clean and reliable data, but in the clinical practice, data are often incomplete and having some missing data. Hence, the missing data could arise not only from the training dataset but also from the testing dataset, which could consist of the single undiagnosed cases and individual species. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia that causes the problem with memory, thinking, and behavior also. Symptoms usually develop slowly and get worse over the time, becoming severe enough to interface with daily tasks. So, dementia is the general term of the loss of memory and other mental abilities severe enough to interface with the daily life. It causes by physical changes in the brain. Hence, in this process, we develop the two different type of machine learnings for predicting the dementia, and then the result shows the performance matrix such as accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity. This process is mainly carried to find out and diagnose the dementia as well as to improve the performance of the process. Now we are going to discuss about the flow diagram of the process. This is the overall working flow present in this project. The modules such as input data, pre-processing, data splitting, prediction, classification, and finally performance estimations. These are the modules we have done in this project. At first, the input data is taken from the dataset. The dataset consists of the dementia CSV files, which having both the categories of dementia as well as the non-dementia data. After getting the input from the dataset, we just move to the pre-processing. In this pre-processing stage, we have two kind of preprocessor is there. One is checking the missing value, then the another one is the drop unwanted columns. If the missing values is present in that particular column or any field, means it will be calculated and then it will be neglected. In case if the entire column is wrong or else the unwanted column is present in that particular dataset, means it will be dropped by using this module. After done this two pre-processing, we just move to the data splitting. In this data splitting, we have two kinds of data is there. One is test data, then the another one is the train data. The test data is splitted into 30%. The train data is splitted as 70%. After splitting the data into train and test, we just move to the prediction stage. In this prediction stage, we have two kinds of prediction is there. One is option as normal or else the another option is abnormal. Here we have to give the two things as an input for the predictions. One is the raw data and then the labeled data. So after done the predictions, the classification is obtained by using the machine learning such as SVM, support vector machine. Here we are using the support vector machine classifier to classify whether the input data is dementia or non-dementia. So after doing the classification, we have to find out the performance by means of the accuracy, sensitivity, and specificity. Using these three parameters, we can justify our machine learning is efficient or not. Now we are going to discuss about the running procedure of the process. At first, open the Matlab 2015B and change the current directory. If you want to execute the process, just right click in the main_GUI.m and select the option run. Now the user interface was open. In that user interface, you can see the several push buttons in the right side for the controlling actions, then the several tables in the left side for the display purpose. First of all, we have to click the button import data. After clicking the button import data, the dataset folder will be open. In that dataset, you can see one CSV file. Just open that CSV file, that is the input data. The input data will be automatically loaded and then displayed in the first table, which having this categories of datas. These are the categories and values present in the raw data. After importing the data from the dataset, we just move to the pre-processing stage. Previously we have discussed in the flow diagram. First of all, in the pre-processing step, we have to calculate whether the missing data is present or not. So the total number of non-missing data is like this. The total number of missing data will be noted here. After that, we have to drop the unwanted columns. Now you can see the difference between the raw data and then the drop unwanted columns. The second category is unwanted categories, so it will be eliminated. After dropping the unwanted column, we have to split the data into a test and a training set. So this is the table. This represents the value of the trained data. You can see the trained data up to here. Then this is the table which represents the test data. So this is the table which represents the test data. The trained data is the 30% of training. The test data is the the trained data is the 70% of training. Then the test data is the 30% of testing. After splitting the train and testing, we move to the label encoding. So in this label encoding, we have encode the label as per the categories. We have a normal and a dementia categories. So the dementia categories will be the 1. The normal category will be labeled as 2 here. After doing the label encoding, we just move to the prediction stage. So in the prediction stage, we have to enter any data. So it will calculate whether the input entered data is dementia or not. After doing the predictions, we just move to the performance estimations. In this performance estimation, it will calculate the accuracy, sensitivity and the specificity of the process. It will be displayed like this. Thanks for watching this video.